Eagle Gypsum. So we're going to get the details on how this is not an air show. It has nothing to do with flight. It has more to do with where the county seat was stolen from. So let's find out more.
That's right, Trisha. I'm here with Kathy Hiker from the Eagle County Historical Society, and we have moved over in front of the historic Eagle County Courthouse, which is actually the origination of all things flight days.
That's right. The timing of the first flight days in 1922 suggests that people were probably celebrating the fact that Eagle had just wrested the county seat title and status away from the town of Red Cliff after a 20-year fight. Red Cliff was the original county seat, first town in the county. As soon as Eagle established as an agricultural community, people started arguing it was more central in Eagle County. It was the more logical place for county business to be centered out of. What we do know is it's largely a celebration of an agricultural community. The first flight days was in September, and that's the first time after a long harvesting, farmers and ranchers get a break, and they're ready to celebrate. And that first celebration was here where the courthouse now stands, and it included so many things. They dug a pit and barbecued briskets of beef all night long. They had a dance. They had a baseball game against the rival team from Edwards. They had a rodeo, a small rodeo actually, and a horse races. Kids did horse races. It was just a time to celebrate. I think every small town needs a reason to celebrate, and this is Eagles weekend.
Absolutely. And I love how, although things have changed and evolved, obviously they didn't have
Yeah.
the Jumbotron with the Stanley Cup finals back then. We still have so many consistent events like the rodeo. We talked to the
Yes.
Eckerts earlier, like the nod to the ranching heritage and just the celebration and sense of community.
Yes, it's important. It helps people come together. It helps you know that you belong. Everything about flight days is free. You drop in at the park with your family, bring your picnic lunch, or buy something from one of the cool vendors, and just enjoy.
And tell us a little bit more. I know we have some great photos, and of course, the parade we should mention. So, we've got photos of historical parades. The parades will happen 10 o'clock tomorrow. And if we want to get more information, I've lived here for 5 years and I've learned more from you today than I have over the five
Yes.
years. What's a great resource? How can we get more information from you?
Eagle County Historical Society has a website, eaglecountyhistoricalsociety.com. We work closely with the Eagle Public Library. Our archives are on the second floor of the library. Go on the website. We have over 8,000 historic photographs online. You'll type in a word like eagle or flight days or parade, and it'll bring up all the related photos. And it's fun to explore. I find it fun to explore. Most people do enjoy local history.
Absolutely. And it's great to see things like the courthouse, which was built in 1932, still standing strong here as a pillar of the town. And then looking at the old parade photos, you see Broadway. Obviously, some of the buildings have changed, but a lot of them look very similar today, 101 years later.
Yes, some of the same buildings are there, and I admire one of our parade photos shows people Broadway's a dirt street, and it has rained. They have a big parade. They're walking through mud puddles. They're determined to have fun. Yes.
Absolutely. Well, Kathy, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge on the history of Eagle County and just another fun thing to celebrate this weekend at Flight Days.
All
Back
right.
to you, Trisha.
All right. Yeah, Kathy, thanks so much. I mean, it is such a wealth of knowledge. I wish you were just right by our side every single day. When we go down to Eagles, we can find out more. But that's amazing. And what they're wearing for the parade, they're definitely in like their Sunday best. Some of the children just looked all dressed up, and it's just really cool to see. And I think it's pretty amazing that so Red Cliff was the first town, like the first incorporated town in Eagle County, and then Eagles like, we're more central. We have was there a fight? Did Red Cliff ever try to take the county seat back, or was it just no contest?
Redcliffe never tried to take the county seat back, but there are people who still believe Eagle effectively stole the county seat. They had to get the majority of the voters to vote to move the county seat, and they did that by colluding with Gypsum. saying, if you'll vote for us to have the county seat, we'll vote for you to have the county high school. And there's still people in Red Cliff who think that that was a little underhanded.
Whoa, so corruption in the Eagle 101 years ago, it was happening. If you vote for us, we'll vote for you. Yeah, I see how it goes. Oh my gosh. Well, Kathy, are you going to be at all the events tonight? I see you've got your Colorado Rockies jacket on. Are you an
Yes,
Avs fan?
absolutely. We are excited about them showing the Avs game. I think that was a good adjustment by the Flight Days committee. People will be flocking to the park and celebrating.
Oh yeah, they probably were a
Go Avs.
little they probably were a little worried thinking, "Oh my gosh, are they going to show up?" because everyone's so abs
Yeah.
crazy right now. So, all right. Well, perfect. And like she mentioned, a lot of great photos on the Eagle Valley Library District's website. Just really cool to see the history. 101. We've got the I think 81st annual County Fair and Rodeo, but 101 years that Flight Days have been happening. We're still happy to carry on the tradition. All right, thanks, ladies. Perfect. Kathy Hiker, you can go to the library. I've taken out a lot of her books. You can check out her books about the county, about the history, like I mentioned, of Beaver Creek, Vale, Eagle, Gypsum, Red Cliff. It's all very fascinating when you think about what this area was before we had the ski resorts nearby. All right, we're going to take it to a break. We're going to come back with more details on what else is going on this weekend.